All right, it's Friday. We're rolling into the Alabama weekend, and boy, it is warm, it is muggy, and about what you'd expect here for the middle of June. So, some of the weather headlines here, and it's sometimes it can be tough to pinpoint those because a lot of this is expected this time of year, but we will have those daily afternoon thunderstorms. That'll be pretty consistent really through next week. Highs will be in the mid 80s to the north, lower 90s perhaps in the Wiregrass. Not a washout anywhere, but there'll be heavy rain at times. Just a summer-like pattern here moving forward. Let's start with a look at the kind of the big picture here. That low that's positioned to our northwest, that's a big part of why it's so humid out here. We're pulling in this rich tropical air from the Gulf. Prolonged southerly winds that basically takes the air mass that is situated south and brings it up into Alabama. Lots of water in the air, and you'll feel that at times over the weekend to look at kind of the regional view here. And what we'll watch later on today is a little cluster of storms that develops over the Delta, central Mississippi, and makes its way east. And that'll be the most organized batch of thunderstorms for today. The rest will be fairly isolated in nature. We are in the 70s here at about 8:30 all across the state, even 80s down near the Bay at Mobile. It's a warm, sultry atmosphere with dew points in the 70s. And again, you don't have to know what this number means, but this is a measure of moisture. And not only at the surface, but in the mid levels of the atmosphere, we have a lot of it. And that's going to lead to it, again, at times feeling very sultry here moving forward. So our rain chances, this is the NDFD model, and this just looks at the probabilistic outlook of rain. And this is for the next 12 hours. This would go through about 8:30 tonight. Notice where it's highest in the western side of the state. That's accounting for that more organized rain that'll be moving in later on today. The rest is convective activity, pop-ups here and there that we will watch as we move forward. So we'll take a look now at really our future view product here, and this is looking at the rest of the day today, and we're likely to have those pop-ups earlier in the day. And you look at 4 o'clock this afternoon. What are we seeing here? Isolated convection across the state, a more organized batch of thunderstorms in West Alabama, and that'll be moving in. This will be our best like concrete rain chance as we move forward. And you see how that line progresses through central Alabama towards I-65. By around 10, 11 o'clock, if it holds together, this would be in East Alabama by about midnight. Again, a lot of this will fizzle gradually as we get into the overnight hours. Then into Saturday we go. You have that little feature off in Tennessee that's associated with that frontal boundary, and you'll have that moving south. You'll have convective activity developing throughout the afternoon. And again, not a washout, but we'll see pretty decent coverage by the afternoon. So with that in mind here, we go to Sunday and even into next week, and we're just going to see this continuous pattern with plenty of moisture in place where daily rain chances will be on the map. It will not rain everywhere every day, but it will certainly be a setup that favors that afternoon sort of convective activity. So towards the end of the week, we look a little bit drier, and that could lead to our temperatures being higher. Today, I think our highs for the most part will be in the mid to upper 80s in northern Alabama, some low 90s to the south, and again, those pop-up thunderstorms. Highs tomorrow, very much conditional on the timing of the rain, but I think most spots get into the 80s. You're seeing Demopolis 74 there. That's picking up on some early rain, but most spots will reach the at least middle 80s. And then Sunday, a mostly cloudy sky. Those afternoon, evening thunderstorms, certainly a possibility to knock the temperatures down. A lot of questions about this week. The icons are going to show like a lot of thunderstorms, but in reality, we're actually going to have some periods where we're dry. It's really hard for these apps and automated things to pick up convective activity, especially a sea breeze front. So this is a look at one of the higher resolution models. This is Saturday at 1 o'clock, and we will have thunderstorms in Florida, in the Panhandle, just north of the coast. But a lot of this initiates and moves onshore and gives us sunshine at the beach while rain elsewhere. Will it rain at times? Yes. But is it a washout? No. If you have beach plans, I think we are okay. Into Sunday we go. Same deal. Southerly winds. We will have some of those showers developing out over the Gulf and moving onshore, but by no means is this a washout. A look at the tropics here quickly. Very quiet across the Gulf, the Caribbean, the Atlantic Basin. We love to see that this time of year because we certainly know what it can be here as we get into hurricane season. June is typically pretty quiet, but we are always always watching for development out in the waters this time of year. So that's a look at your forecast here on this Friday morning. Hopefully you have a great afternoon. It is Flag Day on Saturday, so if you're outside, doing any cookouts or anything like that, again, you saw it. We'll have the chance of rain, no washouts. Have a safe weekend. Have a good weekend, and we'll talk to you next time.